welcome to BMS Beauty. Tonight we are doing my nighttime routine. Tonight is a Tretinoin night, so I've got some extra stuff in there. I do a little bit more for hydration and moisture and barrier protection and everything like that. So I just want to put this out there at the beginning. I have a lot of skincare steps, and this is like my me time. This is when I relax. I thoroughly enjoy doing my skincare, and all these products may not work for you. This may be too much for you, and that's awesome. You stick with what works for you. I just really like trying out products. I really like to add things in that just make my experience better. And yeah, so before we get started, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you can see some more videos. Let's get started. All right, so first thing I do is I double cleanse. So I use this Vanilla Co. Clean It Zero. This is the original cleansing balm. I use this first on days that I wear makeup or sunscreen, which I do not wear makeup very often, maybe like once or twice a week. And even then it's just like a little light foundation or just tinted SPF with a little mascara and blush or something. So, but I do wear sunscreen almost every day. I try and wear it every day, but sometimes I just forget or I get lazy. I mean, it is what it is. So, but anyways, so I start off with this. I already washed my hands, and it comes with this nifty little spatula since it is in a tub, so you don't have to put your fingers in there. And so I go in and get a good chunk there. And you want to make sure your hands are dry and your face is dry when you first apply any kind of like your first oil or balm cleanser. So I took about that much there. I like to rub it in. And then I go in on my forehead and my eyebrows. And then all over my face and my neck. So I do like to just gently massage this in for about 60 seconds or so. So while I'm doing this, I'll just explain a little bit about my skin in general and about me in general. I'm 34 years old. I used to be a licensed cosmetologist. I went to school for it, and I didn't renew my license a couple of years ago because it just wasn't something I love doing as far as the whole cosmetology aspect, but I've always liked the skincare and facials and that type of thing. And I've always been into skincare. However, I didn't have the best knowledge when I was younger, so I used a lot of, stripping things, like the good old Clearsol and Proactive and all that type of stuff when I was like a teenager and in my early 20s. But the older I got, the wiser I got, and I started researching a lot more stuff and trying out different products and seeing what I liked and what worked for me and what didn't. And I'm still doing that. I love trying out new products, always trying to find, like the next best thing and my holy grail and all of that. So, but anyways, I do have, like wrinkles, especially right here. You can see that one. That's like my worst one. I do have like some smile lines, some wrinkles in my forehead and my what I like to call my WTF lines, 11 lines, WTF lines, same thing. I have combination skin, so I get oilier like right here, around my nose, and a little bit on my chin. And then I'm really dry more around my eyes. And I am acne prone. I do get acne, but most of my acne is more stress and hormone related, and it's gotten a lot better over the years, especially since I've started using some better ingredients and retinol, and now I am using tretinoin. So yeah, I do get these occasional big zits coming up, but they're way better than they used to be. So, all right, so I've been rubbing this in for quite a while. It feels so good. And I know that this product has several different oils in it, and I believe it has some papaya in it to help with a little light exfoliation. And it does have fragrance, but it's not a strong fragrance. It just smells like nice and clean and fresh. It's not like super florally or anything like that. And I don't really mind fragrance that much in my products as long as it's not like super overbearing. So now that I've been rubbing this in for a while, I am going to get my hands wet and emulsify so you can see what that looks like. So I don't know if you can tell that well or not, but when you get it wet, it turns into like a white milky. And I don't have any eye makeup on, so I don't have to really scrub at that. But this product works really good at getting eye makeup off. It gets my mascara off. It gets everything off. All right, I'm going to rinse this off now. Okay, so with my face still damp, I go in with my second cleanse. Right now I'm really liking the Crave Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser. Because I do have the combination skin, this helps to get rid of that little extra oil in my T-zone, but it also helps not to strip the other part of my skin that leaves a little bit more on the normal to dry side. Also, since I'm using tretinoin now, I like to use this to prevent the dry flaking. So I alternate between this one and the Heimish, I think is how you pronounce it. All green foam, I think is what it's called. But I keep that one in my shower, so. But these are my two favorites right now. I do have a couple others in my stock of stuff. I think I have an Inky List one and a CeraVe one. But these are my faves right now. Alright. So after I have that all massaged in good, I am going to rinse that off. My headband is like falling off right now. Alright, so I just got done rinsing that off, and I like to use these little silicone sponges afterwards instead of using a towel. So I just use this just to get like the excess dripping water off. And it's just like kind of like a light physical exfoliant, but it's very smooth and nice. And it leaves my face still damp for the rest of my stuff, but doesn't leave it like dripping off, and I don't have to use a abrasive towel on my face. Okay, so my next step is toners, and I love toners. And no, you do not need a toner, but I just really like them. I love how hydrating they feel. I love how supple it makes my face feel. Plus, they have so many great toners and essences out nowadays that have so many beneficial ingredients that I just like to use them because it's a light way to get all of those ingredients onto my skin. So I usually start with a really light, watery toner on a cotton pad, just to, not because I don't, They're not because I still have like dirt or grime or makeup or anything on my face that should have came off with all of the cleansers. But I like to use a cotton pad just in case I have any like little dry skin or anything like that. This just helps to get more of it off, basically. So I'm going to be using the Secret Key Aloe Soothing Moist Toner. I'm just gonna apply some of that on the cotton pad there. And then I like to go in all over my face. And kind of down my neck and chest a little bit. The headband is worthless after I wash my face. I have like one of those weird shaped heads that, you know, anytime I put a headband on, it just goes bloop. So we'll just take care of that. All right, so after I do my first toner with the cotton pad, I just go in with another toner. And I kind of go in order of like viscosity. So I start with my thinner toner and then I go to a thicker toner if I'm using one. So the next one that I'm going to use is the Benton Snail Bee High Content Skin. I love this stuff. I love snail. I love bee products. They're both great for helping with moisture and inflammation and just soothing. So I just put a few pumps in my hand and I rub that all over, and then I kind of just pat it in, make sure that it gets everywhere. And this one has a little pump, which I thought I would like this, but it like sprays in all directions and I spray it on my wall and stuff. So I really love the toner, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't come out of the bottle as nicely as I thought it would. All right, so once that starts to set a little bit, I like to go in with my next toner before it completely dries. So I like to make sure my face is just still slightly damp from the last product that I used before going in with the next one. So the next one I'm going to be using is the CosRx Propolis Synergy Toner. So this one has a lot of propolis and honey in it, which I love. And it's very soothing and it feels cooling. And I can instantly feel like some relief on my breakout spots when I use this. And it's supposed to have good anti-inflammatory properties to help with breakouts. And I always go down on my chest and do the back of my hands with pretty much every product. All right, so I think I'm feeling good. I don't feel like I'm drying really quickly, so that's kind of like my sign. If my toners are drying on my face instantly, sorry, you can hear my pellet stove like cleaning itself out right now. Anyways, if I feel my toners on my face are drying instantly, then I will keep doing more layers of toner until it gets to the point where it's not drying instantly and it's still staying damp for a little while. So it's kind of like, you know how they have like the 5 skin or 7 skin or 10 skin method. So it's kind of like that, but I just do however many layers my face feels. Like I always listen to what my skin wants. So next we're gonna go in with this is the Ordinary. I think it's pronounced the Argiline. I might be saying that wrong. But it's a 10% solution, and this helps with targeting the appearance of dynamic facial lines. So, you know, like these crow's feet from smiling, your smile lines, your wrinkly forehead from doing that and whatnot. So, and I actually saw a big difference with this with my line right here and my lines on my forehead. So I think this is my second or third bottle and it's almost gone. So this one I do directly drop it on my face. My dogs, they bark at the wind. All right, so back to the Argyle line. I'm not sure exactly how it's pronounced, but like I said, I normally just drop it right on my face, and I do, sorry, I gotta look in the mirror for that one. My smile lines, and by my eyes there. So, and I just rub it in to these along here. And then I like to put it like all around my eyes because I'm pretty expressive and I like to smile. I mean, and I'm not going to stop smiling or being happy to prevent wrinkles. So there we go. All right. So next on the list, I like to spray myself again because the rest of my face is pretty dry now. So I like to use the Centella water, the alcohol-free toner by CosRx, and just give myself a little mist before moving into the rest of my serums. All right. Sorry, you guys can probably hear my dogs running around, going up and down the steps, dog door opening, barking. Story of my life. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with a peptide serum. So right now I am using the Perito Centella Green Level Buffet Serum. This one does have fragrance in it. They do have a fragrance-free version as well. So I'll probably be getting that next. I don't mind, like I said before, I don't mind fragrance, but this just isn't my favorite smell. So that's probably why I'm going to lean more towards the unscented version when this one's done. Or I may try another product, who knows. But I really do like this one. It goes on very smooth. And it's very moisturizing or hydrating too. So, all right. So next, I am using the Inkey List Q10. So this is a newer product to me. I normally use the Timeless brand Q10, but I ran out and I just wanted to try something else. That one I like. I mean, it does well on my skin, and I like the way that it makes my skin feel afterward. And I feel like it does its job for sure. But it kind of leaves my skin a little sticky afterwards. And it's one of those serums that, you know, when you put it on, it like kind of like gets bubbly or foamy like a soap. I mean, it ends up spreading out fine and going into the skin fine, but it's just kind of weird. So I wanted to try something else, and so far I really like this one, and this one does not have the like sudsiness to it, and it doesn't leave my face like sticky like that one does. So all right, so like I said, I do use tretinoin, but I don't use tretinoin like right here on my eyelids. I only use it up here, like below my eyebrows. So I do use this Paula's Choice, the clinical ceramide enriched firming eye cream, because this does have retinol in it. So I was on the hunt for a specific retinol eye cream. So, all right, I'm gonna look in the mirror for this one. So I just like to put it underneath my eyes first, even though I do use tretinoin in there too. but a little extra bit can't help. And then I just go in, do a little massage and get my eyelids and everything too. And I just kind of go out a little bit where my wrinkles are. Then I put chapstick on before I do my tretinoin, because I do not want to get tretinoin on my lips. Gotta keep those ladies supple. And this is just a generic chapstick. I don't even know where I got it. It says Preventative Measures 101 After Hours Lip Balm with Moisture Release Technology in Passion Fruit. I like it, so I've been using it up. All right, so because I'm using tretinoin and I have had a little bit of a dry patch right here, I don't want to create any more dry patches right now, so I am working on some barrier repair and trying to prevent more flaking. So I'm going to go in with my Crave Great Barrier Relief. This is one of my few holy grail products. I love this stuff. It's packed full of great ingredients and nutrients. And some people really complain about the smell of, I believe it's called tamanu oil. So it has a very distinct smell. Like, this doesn't have fragrance in it, but tamanu oil has its very own distinct scent. And I've heard some people describe it as like, smells like cat pee or celery or dirt. I don't know. To me, it smells like sweet heavenly earth. I just love the smell of it, unlike a lot of other people. So, but it's packed full of ceramides, and it has that tamanu oil that helps to, repair your skin barrier. Let's see, what else does it say? A ceramide-rich skin-soothing serum that offers a reset button to your damaged skin barrier. Great Barrier Relief contains tamanu oil and ingredients that mimic a healthy skin barrier to replenish what your skin lacks. It also helps to even out your complexion. So, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. All right, so, sorry, I could tell it wasn't quite rubbed in around there. I'm going to let that sit for a couple minutes. I like to let that dry down just a little bit before I put on my tretinoin. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay, we're back. So I let that kind of soak in for a couple minutes. I can still feel it, which is what I want. It's not completely dry, but it's had some time to soak in a little bit. So when I do my tretinoin, sometimes I put it straight on my face after the Great Barrier Relief, and other times I mix it with another moisturizer, which is what I'm going to do tonight. Because I have that little dry patch, I'm just trying to be a little bit, more on the safe side. I don't use tretinoin 7 days a week. I'm at 5 days a week right now. So on the other 2 nights, I do have a different routine. So I'll probably film that separately to show you what I do on the nights that I don't use tretinoin. So the tretinoin that I use is the Curology. And my formula is the tretinoin at 0.007%, which is a pretty small percent because I just started this a couple, like 5-6 weeks ago. And then it has azelaic acid at 2% and niacinamide at 4%, which I love that it comes with the other healthful, really good ingredients instead of just the tretinoin. So I'm going to be mixing my tretinoin with the CeraVe PM. I usually mix it either with this or the Curology. They did send me like a pretty generic light moisturizer when I had gotten my first tube, and so I use that occasionally with it, or I use this with it. So I put like a pump and a half of the CeraVe, and then I do a pump of the Tretinoin, and I just mix that up really good. And then I kind of just like dot my fingertips all over my face just to spread it out, and then I go back in and rub it in. So I do get under my eyes, and then I get like right under my eyebrows, but I don't get like that very like lid part. And then I get all the rest. And then I do go down on my neck with this. I know a lot of people have sensitive neck and can't do Tretinoin at all on their neck, but so far it's been working fine for me, and I don't know if it's because I'm at the lower percentage or my neck just isn't as sensitive, but it's been working good. And I guess I will see when I go up in my percentage of the Tretinoin if it irritates my skin or not. I do have some backups of some like retinol products that I can use on my neck instead if the Tretinoin starts to bother me. So once again, after I apply that, I wait a couple more minutes before I go in with my final nighttime moisturizer. So I'm gonna let this dry for a couple of minutes and I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back. It's been about 5 minutes. I let the Tretinoin sit on my face for a little bit so that it soaks in. And then I've really been loving this Rovectin Cica Sleeping Pack. It says, it doesn't list the ingredients on here, and I unfortunately threw away the box, but it says it's a highly refined sleeping mask, restores troubled skin with centella and Rovectin Repair Complex. It enhances skin-related quality of life and tolerability from extremely stressed skin conditions. So I really like this. Like I said, I have that dry patch that's going on, so I'm having a little bit of some sensitivity to the Tretinoin right now. It's not burning or anything like that, but I just like to, as soon as I see any kind of flaking or anything like that, I just like to jump on it and, you know, nip it in the bud. So I'm going to be putting this on as my final moisturizer tonight. And you only need a little bit, about that much. And I kind of do the same thing. I pat it on my skin, get it everywhere. And then I go back in and I rub it in. And I do all over. And it instantly just like feels soothing. I love when a product, like as soon as it touches your face, it just instantly feels so like gratifying. And I can just tell that it's working and that my skin loves it. So this will probably be another staple in my skincare routine. Oh, but yeah, that's it. That's the end of my skincare routine for my Tretinoin nights. I know that it was a long video and a long routine, but like I said before, I really enjoy my skincare routine time. It's my me time. It helps me to, you know, de-stress and unwind after a long day and relax me. So, but yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Stay tuned for some more skincare routine videos from me. If you'd like to see those, make sure you hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and I'm probably going to go sit on the couch and eat some ice cream before I go to bed. So you have a good night all. Bye.